Welcome back to part 2 of Dating After 40. More specifically, today we're talking about trust, healing, and the relationships that change you.
And we're continuing our deep dive into the multifaceted world of dating after loss or divorce and after 40.
Yeah.
And a lot of the hard issues that come up with this part of life. Welcome to Poor Decisions, where we tell all the tells about life after loss and divorce. I'm Kathy.
And I'm Tara. Oh, fucker. Okay. And we have already made all the mistakes. And we're still thriving. Join us on our journey as we talk about all of the juicy stories, dating hiccups, and life's crazy adventures.
And what life is like for two ordinary moms.
So let's get started.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Do you want more in there?
It's okay. I have to drive.
All right.
Okay. Where are we at?
Oh, you tell
All right.
me.
We're getting organized.
She's the organized one.
So dating after heartbreak. We touched upon this before in the other episode. Healing before dating again. Yeah, important. Not to trauma
you
dump.
don't have to be healed.
Yeah.
But you should be working on it.
Working towards it. There's always this idea, like I always kind of grapple in my head of, should you wait to date until you're fully healed? Or can you do your healing side by side with another person?
Absolutely.
I think you can,
Yep.
as long as both are devoted to that healing process.
Right. And yeah, both are open
One
to
can't,
that.
and the other one is. Like,
Right.
it doesn't work.
Well, even if you are, say you start out healing, going through, looking back on things and how things could have been better and how you could have been reacted differently, or done things, made different decisions. Even if it's just you in the beginning, you, as Jennifer tells us, you can set the tone and someone else can follow because they see the changes you're making.
Yes.
And then they're like,
Yeah.
seems to be, he or she seems different.
I do think so. I agree with that.
Yeah. I think you can influence someone to
In
do
a very
their own
positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're doing all your work and you're becoming healthier in all aspects of your life and the other person isn't, I think it'll naturally, it separates, it ends.
Yeah. And I think when two cognizant people are working together, you can totally take flight on what's about to happen.
That's what I'm saying. They're either going to go with you or they're going to go their own separate way. Or you're leaving them in the dust. Right.
Yeah.
I think it's just the natural way of things.
Can people truly change? I think yes and no.
Right.
I think yes, if the person, and this is super important to me, if the person has a growth mindset, then
they
the person
really
can
want to change
enact
whatever.
change.
Yeah. I think if someone really wants to change something, it could be anything.
Yes.
If they really want to change something, they have to want it bad enough.
Because girl, I am loving this look on you. I'm just like looking at him like, damn.
I'm just like,
she looks sexy.
It's like my date night shirt.
Yes.
That's why, for the topic.
Yes. And there's a little shushing happening after this. A little music down at the boatyard.
Woohoo.
Bahamian's gonna come by.
Yep,
we got our sexy on. I look like a school teacher.
Stop it. You always look so cute.
This is as sexy as it gets right here.
Oh, come on. Yeah, we're gonna work on that this summer. Tara's coming out of her shell. Yeah, no cardigans,
summer.
No cardigans this
no
summer.
No cardigans. The little itty bitty titty committee is out.
But getting back to that, I think that if someone really wants to change something, they have to, because as anyone has ever tried to change anything, it is hard work. So you really have to want it.
Yeah.
So
the look you have to take it yourself sometimes is ugly.
Brutal.
And most people don't want to even start there. They can't do it. So you can't make change if you don't take a look at yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and decide, can you actually make true change? Not surface level change. True change.
Right.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean that other people didn't play a role in the situation, but regardless, you are stuck with you.
You are stuck with you.
So really, it all just boils down to you.
Yeah, you gotta like you first.
Yeah,
and you can only like you.
You can only control yourself. You cannot control other people.
Yes.
So
yes. How past relationships shape future fears.
Everybody suffers from that.
Yeah.
If you got lucky enough where you've had past relationships that were good and just didn't, they were relatively good, but just didn't work out. Sometimes things just don't work out for, tons of reasons. Timing, someone's life takes them in one direction and the other person has a life here and they can't move, they can't change. Things happen.
I have a list.
Well, do tell.
I have a list of my past relationship experiences and how that does create some future fear. But my list is going to keep me organized in the sense of these are things I'm no longer accepting.
Right.
There were things that were going on in my marriage that I will no longer ever accept moving forward. There are things that went on in my past relationship that I will never accept moving forward. I have future fears about you're in a relationship and it's solid and that feels really good. I have the future fears of just making sure that this just never happens again.
Yeah.
Like I don't make the same mistakes of allowing things to go on for as long as
because the same things may pop up.
Yeah.
But like this time around, you're going to be looking at things a lot differently.
Okay. Fear of ending up alone.
Yeah. I think a lot of people have that fear.
Absolutely. It's on my mind, fear of ending up alone. I don't want to be 80 years old and not have my partner who's going to hold my hand through some really difficult times. Right. And I also don't want to be a burden to my children.
Right.
That they have to worry about me either. And that's on my brain at almost 50 this year. I do worry about these things. But it's not going to be the caveat that makes me end up in a relationship that's not healthy for me.
Right, because I think that there's a lot of people out there who at some point in their life had that fear if they haven't found the right person or what they had ended. And then they have a life that they build of their own and they're surrounded by friends and family and they're doing just fine. I mean, listen, there's a lot of people out there who have never and will never find the right person. Oh, God. Yeah, but they're perfectly happy.
They are. We're so happy.
That's my point.
We're so happy.
But they do. They've built a life that is fulfilling.
Yes. I do genuinely feel very happy in other portions of my life.
Yeah.
Just not happy in the relationship status. But yeah, you can't have it all, right? You could try, but
you can hope for it. But social media and your relationships. Is it okay to follow your exes?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, let me put a little footnote on that. No, but if it's your ex-wife or your ex-husband and you share children, then I will say if there's appropriate boundaries there, then that's okay. After Rich and I split, I told him, I didn't just do it behind his back. I told him I don't think we should follow each other on social media anymore. Right. I don't need to see what you're doing in your life, and you don't need to see what I'm doing.
Hard, yeah.
And he was like, all for it, because I don't need to see him and his new wife and her children just got off a cruise. Like, I don't need to see it. I'm happy for you, but I just don't need, and he doesn't need to see what I'm doing. So, and the kids are older. They're sending their own pictures of things they're doing. And that'd be the only reason to stay in that position. Right. Other than that, no.
Yeah, there's really no need to. No. They're an ex for a reason. It's time to move forward. Yes. Especially if you do find yourself with someone else.
Well, that's the caveat, I think. Yeah. Once you're in the next relationship, then I don't think it's healthy for the new relationship that you're holding on to old people.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so what counts as online cheating? I think the definition varies from person to person.
It does, and I've learned you have to be very specific what that means for you.
Right.
Yeah, where liking pictures of liking pictures of single women on Facebook in their bikinis, Instagram in their bikinis, it's not appropriate at all.
No. Because listen, either you're in this relationship or you're looking for another one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, and if you're looking for another one, go ahead, have good luck. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a lot can count as cheating online, depending on your definition, and it is important, I think, because I feel like the majority of dating that we did was in the past.
Yes.
And social media
and there was none of that.
So I feel like coming out now into the dating world older.
Yep.
Like the younger generations, they don't know any different.
Right.
This has been part of their lives forever.
Yeah.
But this is new to
like we busted out of jail and we were like,
right. Like, what is this?
What is
so,
this? I think anything that actually has to be a secret. If you can't tell me you just like that picture on Facebook, that's a problem.
Definitely.
Some might call it micro cheating, whatever term you want to give it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the same as actually going off with someone else, but
right.
It's a gateway.
The beginning.
It's a gateway.
It's the gateway, and the gateway's the scary part.
Yep. Keeping your relationship private or hard launched.
I'm into hard launches, and here's why. I love when I see other people doing that.
Yeah.
I love it for them. I'm rooting for them. When I see people happy and thriving on social media, I love that. So I want to hard launch my man. I want my man to hard launch me too.
Right.
Now, if I'm dating someone who's like, I don't use social media at all, maybe I just use it professionally. All right. Okay, I'm going to have to let that be okay. But if you're using social media and you're posting other things and you have used it with past wife or whoever, and now it's just me you're not using it for,
right?
That's a conversation that should happen. And then if your partner's heard you and still doesn't do it, that's tough. I want my man to be so happy, and I want my man to show his people.
See, I'm the opposite. We were a soft launch.
What was your soft launch? I don't remember.
I just posted a picture one day of some event that we went to.
Okay.
And he's much more, he'd rather not launch at all. Because he doesn't really use social media. He doesn't like post on social media.
Yeah, but see, that's
rarely.
okay. I'm not looking for a hard launch where I'm being posted and he's writing this caption. This is my beautiful blah, blah, blah. No, like what you did is a hard launch for me.
Right.
I want to make that clear. I'm not looking for the universe to be spoken to on like what you did is
right.
Perfectly fine.
We were dating for a little while. Yeah. And then I said to him, I don't know, we went to some event or a concert or whatever. And I was like, well, I'm going to post this picture. And he was like, oh. And I was like, well, you're going to have to get over it.
I could totally see him being like, wow.
Right. We're like, oh God.
And I'm sure he got a lot of love on it.
Yes,
I'm sure we were all like, heart, 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 heart. It was simple.
Yeah.
But what's so beautiful about that is everybody in your world wants to see you happy.
Yeah.
And thriving. So that's the moment, not just for you and him. That's a moment for the rest of us to be like, yes, girl. Yeah. We're happy for you. And that's my point behind those things. Like, I enjoy seeing people happy, and I enjoy when people want to see me happy too and thriving in life.
Oh yeah, I definitely. There's another girl that I went to high school. She lost her husband. I would say maybe 6 months to a year before I did, and they did a hard launch when she met her second, as they call them, second chapter, and I watched her whole love story, and they just recently, I think last year, got married.
Aww,
and everything. So it was, and everybody was so happy for her, because it's just good news for her.
Yes.
So
well, I'm decided on my list that I'm making
this ever growing list.
I will do a launch 6 months in. I feel like that's a really good amount of time to do the launch. That's my goal, 6 months in.
You've seen the mask has come off by 6 months.
The mask is off by 6 months.
All the dirt by that point.
Are you a keeper or am I throwing you back in the dumpster? Like, we'll decide.
All right, so let's see. Where are we up to?
What are we up to? Okay, debate round. What's worse, emotional or physical cheating? I'm saying both. I am not going to say one over the other.
Emotional can be just as painful as physical. You know, because I don't know. That's like the physical is, obviously the act, and that's horrible. But the emotional, that's a connection.
That's a loving connection between two people trying to like forge their lives together.
Right. And then for someone else to take that.
Yes.
And for your person to give it away to someone else.
Yeah. Should you have access to your partner's phone?
I know how you feel about this.
Here's the thing. I believe in privacy.
Yeah.
And listen, anybody can have access to my phone. However, don't ever go into my text messages with this one. Because
we could go to jail.
We could go to jail. We talk about it all. So if you need to look to see if I'm talking to some dude and you've got some insecurities from a past relationship, go for it.
Right.
Got nothing to hide. Do not go into my ladies' messages. Don't go into the book club. Don't go into Kathy. Don't do it. But you can peruse. I have nothing to hide. And
I've never gone into anyone's phone, and I've never had anyone go into mine.
Yeah, well.
I know.
I have, and there's a story behind that, and I was against it even after I felt something bubbling up inside of me, and this is like never not listen to your gut.
Voice.
Your gut tells you something.
I tell my kids this all the
every time. And I had to consult with my therapist when I explained to her what was happening inside of me, and she assured me, you are well within your right to ask for his phone. And I said, I don't ever want to be in that type of relationship. And she said, do it. She said, you will never feel settled if you don't. And if there's nothing there, apologize and just say, I was insecure about this moment and I needed some reassurance. So I did, and I found stuff.
Yeah.
So
well, the voice is never wrong. It's never
The voice
wrong.
is never wrong. And I will tell you, it was a gut punch, the wave of betrayal that comes over you. And I'll say it wasn't anything physical. Mm-hmm. It was an emotional connection. It was hurtful. So, yes, you can ask to look at that person's phone if you have solid
I feel like
reason.
if you have that gut feeling and there's things just 1 and 1 is not adding up to 2.
Yep.
Then
I will say it's a sad day when you have to get to that point.
Well, I also think too, I try to put myself in the situation. If someone thought like something was not right with me and I'm in a relationship with them and they said, something doesn't feel right here, can I look at your phone? If I have nothing to hide, I'll be like, yeah, go ahead.
But I will say this, never in my life will I ever snoop. I am asking him to his face.
No, I think you did it the right way.
Yes, no,
you
I
didn't
will
go
never
behind his back and try and sneak into his phone
I will
or
never
anything.
try to break a code. I won't ever do that.
Well, that's just as bad then. Like, you're
two wrongs don't make a right.
Exactly.
I want to be right about the situation because the situation felt very wrong.
Right.
But I'm going to bring the right level of respect to it, no matter how disrespected I felt.
Right.
Yeah, girl.
That's our PSA for today.
That's like a whole episode right there. Okay. Can you teach emotional maturity? I don't know.
You know what I think you can do? I think you can emulate it. Somewhat.
Like you said before.
Yeah, because I feel like if you've never experienced something before, and you know for yourself, you've been in situations, like remember when... oftentimes when you're younger and you have this friend and they are like amazing in whatever way they're amazing.
Yeah.
And you find yourself kind of like copying them a little bit. So
flattery, like what's the saying? Like copying is like a nice
flattery
form of
is the highest form of
copying is the highest form of flattery.
Yes. I don't know if you can teach it. I mean, you maybe if the person's willing to learn.
Yeah.
But if they're not willing to learn,
if there's an openness to
it,
which
I don't. Usually, when people are lacking emotionally, I don't know if they always are aware of it. So.
I will say this though, as far as emotional maturity and can you teach it, I am kind of practicing a little bit of that with Peter.
Yeah,
like having the emotional maturity. He's 18. just to say, like, to keep conversations rolling with his girlfriend and keep communicating. Like, I feel like when they're younger minds.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely can.
No, I was thinking more along the lines
Our
of
age.
full-grown adult. But no, our kids, absolutely. And what you do there is great because he'll be a better person,
far better
for it down the road.
Yeah.
So that that you can definitely do. I believe in.
Yeah.
But when someone's full grown adult like ourselves, I don't know. I don't.
Right. Someone might be too set in their ways.
Can people change? Of course they can, but they have to really want to, and it's really hard to do.
Yeah.
But the other thing, like I said, I think you can emulate it, you know, and people are like, oh, well, that's a good way of doing things, you know. But I don't know. So that's out. That debate is still debating. All right. So vulnerability. It's actually sexy. It sure the hell is.
Vulnerability is sexy.
Admitting to fears instead of pretending.
I really like you, and it makes me nervous. You might not feel this. Oh, it makes... Okay. Your partner saying to you in the beginning, I really like you. It's making me nervous to admit it in case you don't like me.
Oh, yeah.
Like that vulnerable moment that you share.
Oh, definitely in the beginning because...
Ooh, I got to type these out next time. I have the worst handwriting. I probably needed an OT when I was younger.
I'm glad you have an outline to begin with. Otherwise, we'd be all over the place. This would be going nowhere fast.
I'm trying to keep us organized.
But well, especially in the beginning, it's very vulnerable for anybody to admit. When you're dating someone, you start having feelings.
Yeah, you catch
the
feelings.
To be the first one to say something.
Yeah. And then if it's not reciprocated, then you feel like a tool.
Yeah. And it drops like a lead balloon. You're like, oh, okay, where do we go now?
Back it up. Backtrack.
Yeah. It's out there. It's just floating in space.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's comfortable. Being honest about intentions. I'm dating for long-term and possibly marriage. I think that is really, really important.
Really important.
Yeah, because I think there's a lot of people out there who want a relationship. And then I think there's a lot of people out there that just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Both are good.
Both are fine.
But ones who want to have fun and the ones who want to have relationships should not get together.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. And don't think if you're the one that, like, for me, I will put it out there. I am a long-term girlfriend type of vibe. And I do want eventually something to lead into marriage. I'm going to be honest about that. If I meet someone who says to me, I will never get married, I'm moving along.
And that's what you need to do because everybody's just wasting their time and then you get sad.
Resentful.
When it doesn't work out.
You get resentful. Yeah.
All right. Taking accountability without defensiveness. This is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard for anyone.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes to feel bad and nobody likes to feel like they made a mistake.
Right.
So, I handled that badly. Let me try again.
Right.
And really...
Sounds simple to say.
It is. It's just not easy.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? If you get comfortable with saying that when you should say it, you know you messed up, but you don't, like, double down.
so I feel like it's an ego thing, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like someone's ego is not going to let them rise above the issue, and they're going to make
and
the
so they
issue.
They double down.
Yep, they double down
and
on it.
Nothing ever good comes from that. So just take a beat and be like, all right, that was not great. Can we do... You don't even have to say, I didn't handle that well. You could say, you know what, that wasn't great. Can we do this over again?
Let's restart.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then let your partner see your imperfections. Yeah. I mean, listen, if they like you at your absolute worst, then...
They're a keeper.
Made in the shade.
They're a keeper.
And showing up emotionally instead of disappearing. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
huge.
If
If there's conflict, we have got to be a team, and the conflict has to be the thing we are going to team up about.
Yeah.
It cannot be him and her are battling each other just to be right or to be heard.
Right.
It's got to be each other against the problem.
A lot of times it's not the two of you.
Yeah.
It's the problem itself.
Right.
But you just have two different approaches.
Right.
So
yeah, get your approach on board.
Yeah. The approach has to be worked on. And that's hard because men and women in general have two different approaches. Right. But it doesn't mean that anybody's wrong about the problem itself. So
you can come together and figure that out.
You can. It's doable.
It's doable. Relationship pitfalls. How many times is too many times to take an ex back?
All right, I'll look. I have dated people where we have broken up and gotten back together a couple of times, actually. Yeah. And what I think is the difference between calling it quits and walking away, or putting your boots on and going out there and doing the work, is if each time you come back together, nothing changes,
right?
Then you're just on a hamster wheel, and you're going nowhere.
Yeah.
But if each time you come back, even if it's something small, and there's no major issues, there's a possibility. Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to work out. But I feel like there are some relationships where it is worth giving it 2-3 chances, maybe.
I think if there is mutual love, mutual likedness for each other, and mutual respect,
right,
then it's worth it.
Right. But, and there's no kind of abuse in any of its forms.
Right. If there is like verbal abuse, emotional abuse, forget physical abuse. We won't even, that's like hands down.
That's a no-brainer.
That's a no. But if there's other forms of mental and emotional abuse happening, I don't see a way out of that paper bag somehow.
That is not worth getting back together for.
Yeah.
But if your issues are other things aside from those major issues,
worth a shot.
Yeah. If there's progress each time.
Right. Keeping a close eye on what's happening.
Yeah. Then maybe.
Yeah. Relationship pitfalls. Ignoring red flags.
Oh, Lord.
Girl.
Who hasn't done that?
I'm like a bull. Like I am headed in.
You're attracted to the red. Oh, my God.
Yeah, don't ignore the red flags. That's all we'll say there.
Yeah. And sometimes it's hard.
It's hard when the package is pretty.
Yeah.
It's hard when there are other things you align with. Some things you don't, but other things you do. It's hard when you're anxiously attached.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something I'm working on big time, is my anxious attachment. I feel like we could do an episode at some point just on attachment styles. And I feel like we should.
I never knew about them until...
No, because in my marriage, I was not...
Nobody was talking about...
No, I wasn't anxiously attached. I wasn't an avoidant. This is all new for us. Yeah. So...
It's fascinating, though.
Fascinating. And you don't know about it, learn.
Yeah, and it's funny because you can learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
From the different aspects of these attachment personalities.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Pitfalls. Staying because of the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potential is great. A lot of times, though, it's never realized.
No.
You know?
Well, because you keep thinking, I think he or she can get there, but you stay for so long hoping.
Right.
You have so much hope, but yet the person keeps showing you that nothing is changing.
Right.
So.
Well, and that's the thing, like with the breaking up and getting back together.
Yeah.
The thing is, the reason you probably come back together is because of the potential. Well, each time, there has to be some sort of progress, some sort of change.
Yes.
Otherwise, then it's just always potential.
Yeah. And this falls in line, believing words over actions. They got to line up. You got to have the actions really show the true pattern.
Yeah.
The words really don't mean anything.
Well, that was a struggle for me.
Yeah, me too.
Because listen, actions are important. I am not trying to downplay that at all. But I'm a big words person.
Yes.
I love giving people, nice compliments or saying sweet things. That's a big thing for me. I'm also try to be consistent with my actions.
Right.
So I try to do both. In my current relationship, my boyfriend's not a big words person. It's just not his. It's not his way. But he's huge in the
acts of
actions.
service.
Yeah,
like that man will come and do her whole yard.
Yeah, no, he's always there whenever you need him. But he's just not a big word person.
So that's a compromise, and it's a good compromise to make. If he could give you a little bit more, and you got to back off on the expectations of too much.
Yeah,
but he shows up in big ways.
Yes, he does, and that's the thing. We both had to learn a different way of looking at things. Yeah. So, and I think I can't speak for him, but I think we are doing a pretty good job.
You guys are doing great.
Yay us.
Success. Okay, red flags in early dating. Let's go over them, Kathy.
Oh boy. All right. Love bombing and future faking. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one, and I will say, in the beginning portion of the relationship, for an anxiously attached person, the love bombing is big. Say it again.
It's crazy, and it's crazy. We were, my boyfriend and I were out last night. And he went to the bathroom, and literally 2 seconds later, this guy starts talking to me. Oh, he's just talking. We were around a fire pit. And then all of a sudden, he's like coming at me like
personal
we'll
space.
Go to the wineries. We'll do. And I'm like, oh, excuse me, hello, who are you? What is happening? So that's when you meet someone and they are like all into you, and you're the greatest thing that they've ever met, and they don't know you from a hole in the wall. Yeah. So all of that is to get your guard down. Yeah. No good.
No good.
Let's see. Inconsistent communication.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll kill anything.
That'll kill it.
All my exes are crazy. Yes. Yeah. All of them.
And we hear that a lot. Like, I've heard it on a first date. We're not going on a second date because I'm tired of this already.
Yeah. No. Anyone who's always like it's everybody else, that's a red flag. Avoid deeper conversations, all surface level.
That's okay if you just want an FWB or a situationship, casual dating, that's fine.
If you're not looking to go deep anywhere.
Yeah, but if you want deep, that's a mismatch.
Yep. And your gut feels uneasy. You pay attention to this. Our bodies tell us before our minds do. And that, like I said, getting back to, we've touched on that already. And I keep reiterating that to anyone I can, especially my children. Trust your gut. And if you think back to all the situations in your life where things might have gone a little awry. Yeah. How many times did you say, I knew that was going to happen, or I knew I should have not went, or I knew I should have went, or I knew I should have not said that, or that was your gut telling you what to do and what the right thing to do is. Right. And if you don't listen,
pay attention to it. Every time I felt like something was happening, it was my gut. It's like my body's like, you got IBS now, girl, because something's up. And yeah.
It never leads you wrong if you learn to trust it.
Trust it. Okay, we're going to go into some spicy questions. Dating younger, is it for fun or is it sustainable? Never done it, but sounds like it could be fun.
I think it depends. Again,
How young?
Yeah. First of all, let's make a little announcement. Don't be ridiculous. If you're in your 40s and 50s, you should not be dating 20-somethings.
It shouldn't have a 2 in front of it, at least. No. I think it's got to have a high 3.
You have nothing in common. Nothing. So just
you could have been changing that person's diapers at some point in time, a long time ago.
You know what? Take the compliment that they thought you were cute.
Take the compliment.
There you go. But just keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
But there's an age, like an age difference. Maybe you're in your 40s and they're in their 30s. Yeah. I think it depends on the people. If you're a good match and you want the same things, then why not?
Give it a whirl.
Give it a go. Who cares?
Texting etiquette after your first intimate sexual moment. What's the etiquette?
Well, definitely text.
Do you think it should be him or her?
I think it could be either. Of course, the women are going to say it should be him. The men are going to say it should be her.
Yeah.
I don't know. So one of you got to bite the bullet and just do it.
Well, I will admit I was the one that bit the bullet after the first time.
Yeah.
And I texted him the next morning and said, hey, I think I said something like, hey, had fun last night. Are you free for breakfast this morning? And he was like, yes, absolutely. And I vividly remember we met for breakfast and he said, I wasn't sure if I'd hear from you.
Get out of here.
I wasn't sure if you enjoyed last night.
See?
So there was some insecurity there for him. Yeah. I don't know if I didn't text, would he have? Maybe. But maybe later.
Yeah.
And then I might have internalized that also.
Yeah.
So I did take the initiative and I did do it first. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if you had a good time and you want to have another good time, then reach out.
But if it was terrible, then don't.
Whatever.
Yeah, no harm, no foul. Is double texting desperate or okay?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
I don't like to double text.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like if you're in a relationship where you feel the need to double text, and then they're still not answering you, that's not great.
I actually think the double text is probably okay. Don't triple text. Because I feel
like it depends on the situation.
Yeah,
right?
It depends. I feel like if a man texted me, and this is early dating. This isn't like you're in your committed relationship. Yeah. This is early dating.
I feel like busy sometimes. I forget.
If I'm at work and a man texted me and I didn't see it, or whatever the case may be, and he texts me again 6 hours later, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm okay.
I'm talking about like you texted someone, and then like 20 minutes, a half an hour later, you're texting again.
All right. Give it more time. If I haven't responded, you can take the initiative one more time.
Also, if you know the person normally responds to your texts in a timely fashion, maybe they're busy. Maybe they're in the middle of something. It could be anything.
Yeah.
You give it time.
Yeah.
But if you find yourself having to consistently double text, I don't know. Either they're not a great texter or maybe there's something up.
And I guess that's a conversation to have. What's your texting style? If we're not a matchup with that, then we have to have a conversation about how to meet in the middle somehow.
Right. Because some people don't like to text.
No. Yeah. And that's not to show a lack of interest.
No.
They're just not a texter. They're just not on their phone. But for like in this day and age, because we don't live with our partners, texting is a big part of what we're doing to stay connected. So if I don't see you, sir, for a week, does that mean we don't talk until Saturday?
Right.
Like, that's a lot.
And I understand people like a face-to-face more, or they like to do a phone call or FaceTime.
I'm a FaceTimer.
Right, but it's not always possible. Right. Like, you can't FaceTime at work, but you could send a quick text.
Sure. Good morning, good night texts. Good or bad?
It's funny. I used to really want them all the time.
Yeah.
And I think now I'm kind of like,
whatever.
They happen.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. I love them. I love them.
Yeah. No, I do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I love when they happen. And usually a good morning text happens all the time, but we bounce back and forth. It's not always him or it's not always me, which is good. But sometimes the good night ones don't. I think we just like pass out.
Right. We're older. I like the good morning. I feel like it's just a really sweet start to the day. And I do feel like the good night is like a cap off to the day. Right. So I do like it. If I had a partner who didn't like it, we'd have to figure out a compromise somehow. Like maybe at least do the good morning. We don't have to do the good night.
Right.
I
enjoy them, but like I said, sometimes the good night ones don't happen.
Because, we do pass out. Okay. Green flags in early dating. Kathy, take it away.
Okay. Consistency. They call. And they text when they said they would.
Yes.
They make plans and they keep them.
Yep.
Yeah, consistency is
key.
Gold star.
That is a top tier man right there.
They respect boundaries. No pressure for intimacy. Allows for things to progress at your own pace. No sulking if you've said no.
I mean, I hope people at our ages aren't sulking.
They're making you feel bad in some way. There are people out there.
Yeah.
There are people out there who
Pressure,
do that.
making you feel bad about yourself.
Then that's definitely a red flag. They show curiosity about me. They ask thoughtful questions, curious about my life, kids, work, family, friends. We have seen on the groups that we've been on, we've seen women say that they've had conversations, either text or phone calls, where the whole conversation was about the man.
Yeah.
And
the men don't ask.
Yeah. And then, but it happens to the men too. But someone is talking to another person, be it man or woman, and the whole conversation is about them, and they don't ask you one question. That's not.
No. That gets boring fast.
Yes. Emotional accountability. If something hard comes up, they can say, I'm sorry, that was my fault, or I should have communicated that better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, those are not easy things to say.
No.
But if they say them.
And if you can't say it, can you grow into it? You know?
Like something that you can learn. Maybe it wasn't something you did in your prior relationships.
Yeah.
You feel calm around them. That is huge.
That's huge.
That is huge because you're not supposed to, I mean, it's funny because I remember the first time I heard this and I was like, really? They say, the experts say now, butterflies in your stomach.
Yeah, are actually not good.
No, it's a warning.
It's anxiety.
It's your body's warning signal to say something here is not right.
Doesn't feel right.
And it's something that you recognize. This person has characteristics that trigger you. But because you're in the beginning stages and you have the butterflies, you think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And later on you find out not so much.
Yeah. Like it eats away. It erodes at your mental state. Like it's just not a place you should be naturally.
When you're with someone, you should feel calm.
Yeah.
And let's see, there should be, you feel calm around them. There's a healthy attraction. You should feel calm, peaceful. You feel emotionally safe. No guessing games. You shouldn't feel anxiety ridden.
You don't want to leave situations with your partner where you feel confused. Confusion is actually like you feel there's like manipulation happening, so you constantly feel confused about what just happened.
No answer is an answer.
No answer is an answer.
Yes, you're going to have a little confusion in the beginning because it's new and you don't know each other yet. But now you've gotten to the stage where you've been out a bunch of times and you feel like you're moving in a direction, but you're still confused about what's going on with them. That's a sign.
Right. That's a sign. Okay, so we have put together a list of some of our favorite podcasts or Instagram pages.
Yes.
There's Jay Shetty, which I love, and Matthew Hussey. Matthew Hussey's great for dating, intentional dating. Then there's Jimmy on relationships. Love him because he dresses up as the female and then he'll be himself as the male.
He's funny.
And he does often talk about the anxious and the avoidant attachment styles. Love that. Burned Haystack. Kathy loves that one.
I just love it. So Burned Haystack dating method. It's geared mainly towards women. Sorry, guys. But it does apply to anybody, and it applies to life in general, even outside of dating. It's run by a professor of rhetoric. So
Jenny Young.
Yeah. And she had been dating. She did the dating apps. Based on her field of study, she noticed. So she looks at rhetorical patterns in speech and writing and all of that. And she noticed that on the dating apps that there were some patterns that based off of the way men had written some of their profiles, that you could, within a pretty good amount of accuracy, predict that they were a certain way and therefore
red flags.
with toxic traits.
She's pulling out the red flags from the written rhetoric.
Yes.
So that women don't fall prey to going for a man who's really not in it for the long term, who's not in it for the right reasons.
And her motto is, I'm not ruling anybody out. The good guys won't be ruled out. We're just getting rid of the red flag guys.
Right.
So.
And as women, she posts a profile, I will read it and be like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah. And then I look at the comments and I'm like, oh, damn, I missed all of it.
All of it. Yeah, because it's so funny. It's like subtle things that people say every day that is just accepted as a normal turn of phrase. But it actually, if you know how to study rhetoric, it teaches you a lot.
There's the Secure Relationship Instagram page. I absolutely love her. And she's got her book. Secure Love is her book. And I've read it. Also, again, about like anxious and avoidant traps that people fall into. Then there's two called Brandon Talks Marriage. I don't think you've looked at this one at all.
I don't think so.
But Brandon Talks Marriage and Clarity with Clint are both men that talk about the ruptures they've caused in their marriages because of infidelity, because of lack of trust and things that they do. So I love their pages because it holds them 100% accountable, and they are strictly there to say, men, do better and do right by your women. And not in like a derogatory way. It's really, it's very tasteful. I love their pages.
Well, it's good to get a male's perspective on, on those things.
Listen, we're all not perfect, so we're all going to make mistakes. Right. But the point is, can we take the introspective look at ourselves? Can we make the appropriate apologies and not the, I'm sorry you took it that way? The apology is, I'm sorry I did that to you, and now we've got to see some change in behavior.
Right.
And these men do a great job. So if you are a woman that is struggling with your man with infidelity, check out Brandon Talks Marriage and Clarity with Clint. I love them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't really have much for the men to reference because our feeds don't send them to us. But hopefully, you guys have good resources
But
too.
if you're a man that has struggled with infidelity and want to do better, check out those pages. They're very insightful, and sit with it even in your discomfort. I promise you'll get something from it. Okay, poor decisions. What is our poor decisions here with...
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I think for me, my poor decision has been I have seen the red flags and let them bypass me.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
stay.
that definitely... Oh, I've done that, I'm sure, in my life before. Yeah, yes, I have. In fact, I know I have. And the other thing is that in the past, I have attached too quickly. So you don't give yourself enough time to really...
To vet.
Know
really
the other person.
Vet the situation.
Right.
I mean, I've done that too.
Yeah, I think everybody has. It always ends up in a breakup. So that was my life prior. I was on a dating break for 26 years.
Yeah. All right, well.
And then I wasn't even trying to date. And
and then
here
poof,
I am.
There he was. Well, this was fun. I love this topic. We probably could do another 2 episodes just on dating alone, and we'll probably venture back into that at some point. Okay, so cheers. Thank you for joining us. And we don't know what our next episode's going to be about yet. It's a surprise.
Hang in there.
Bye.